Learn to fight. Yo, John Fitch here, and I got another installment of Learn to Fight for you. Today, we're going to a convenience store throwdown. I don't know if it's 7-Eleven or a Quickie Mart or what, but I don't know what the backstory is at all. The filming starts in the middle of the scrap, but I want to use this video as an example of how most people really don't want to fight. And if you give them opportunity, you give them a little bit of space, even after being in a fight and throwing some punches or whatever, give them a little bit of space, things will de-escalate and people will a lot of times choose not to continue fighting. So if you're smart and you get into a confrontation, if you're able to keep space and create space and maintain space, the fight may never happen at all. If you get into a fight or an altercation, you may be able to break contact, get away from them. I like the idea of clinching people up, snapping their head down, getting their hands on the ground, pushing them away in order to create space, because a lot of times people, when they're given that space, they change their attitude about wanting to fight. I think the initial adrenaline drop does kick in for a lot of people, and they're just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think instinctually, people don't want to put themselves in harm's way for something stupid. If you're not fighting for your life, why are you fighting? Let's check it out. Here we go. Guys are throwing wild. It's another good example of how a little bit of training goes a long way, because one guy's got his chin up, he's throwing wild. The other guy's got his head down, he's throwing wild. Not really accurate, not really controlled, not good technique at all. But you notice they get a little bit of break in action, and they're starting to calm down. They kind of realize that I don't really want to do this. Am I really fighting in a convenience store right now? Is this really happening? Right. You can tell. They're already kind of over it. Keep the space. The guy just needs to keep his space. He's staying back, not turn his back to him, keep an eye on him, walked away and looked like he was able to go to the counter, pay for whatever he was paying for, and probably left. Hopefully, that was the end of it. Nobody kept filming, so nothing else interesting probably happened. But yeah, 2 points to learn from this video. A little bit of training goes a long way. A little bit of boxing training, but I don't recommend, I say it a lot of times, I don't recommend hitting the person, because there's a lot of bad things that can happen after you hit them. They could get knocked out, they could fall and hit their head, they could die. You go to prison because you defended yourself. You need to be smart about how you are defending yourself. In this situation, you could have forced clinch. These guys don't look like they're incredibly, in shape. Their cardio probably isn't top tier. So if you clinch one of these guys up, put them into the wall, put them into the glass right there, you could talk them down, create space. Like I said, maybe snap them down, snap their head down, push them away, create the space. But look, it's a good example. There's a little bit of space happens, the adrenaline dumps a little bit. They kind of realize this really isn't worth it, man. What are we fighting over, a Snickers bar? Like, what was the point of this? Dumb. I don't know who instigated. I don't know who's at fault. But a couple lessons. Take those lessons with you. Get some training so that you don't look like these guys throwing punches, terrible punches that aren't going to do anything. Know how to clinch. Know how to control that clinch. Know how to create space. Know how to maintain space. Space management is a huge part of self-defense and fighting. Okay, guys, learn to fight. Learn to fight. You'll be able to avoid these types of confrontations. If your life's not on the line, if you're not getting attacked, you want to avoid this type of stuff as much as you can. If you're a tough guy and you really want to fight and you want to be a fighter, go to the gym. Go to the gym and train with people who know how to fight. Go and train with people who have been in fights, real fights, on high levels, under a lot of pressure. Okay? Don't be throwing down at the local 7-Eleven. You're not going to get the 7-Eleven championship belt, put it on your waist. Okay, you're not going to get a backroom 7-Eleven bonus. They're not going to give you free Slurpee. It's not going to happen. You're going to embarrass yourself, or you're going to get hurt, or possibly go to prison. Okay? Learn to fight. Get it in somewhere and train. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you took some lessons from this. A little bit of training goes a long way. Have some fundamental striking that you know how to do, and learn how to force clinch. Learn how to clinch. Learn how to tie somebody up. It's the safest way to keep yourself from getting injured and from hurting that person really badly also, so that you end up getting sued or arrested and thrown in prison. If you are able to create space, maintain space, a lot of times the fight is going to fizzle out. People really don't want to fight. Most people really don't want to fight. And if somebody is pressing you, if you've created space, you're maintaining space, and they keep pressing you, they keep pressing you, they keep coming after you, then you're justified to use more intense measures to defend yourself. Okay? All right, guys. Learn to fight. Learn to fight. Learn to fight. Just do it. Just do it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Learn something. Okay? I'll check y'all later.